listen to this lyric at least 50 times. And then you see the linkages. This is what I call the linkage perception. See the linkages. Manasinde whatever, Madavilli Menenjaram. I will evolve, I will weave out a rainbow for you from the beautiful images and perceptions of my mind. And what is the nature of rainbow? See, as I mentioned in some other videos, that romantic, that ishq, that pranayam, that ultimate experience is more or less like a rainbow. It is in a way illusory, but it is there. It is maintained by the presence of a much powerful universal energy source, the sun, which physics tells us the refraction of the water particles in the atmosphere. So that is the level of pranayam content offered by the masculine mind. And of course, then the feminine side says that enlightenment, that everlasting flame, spirit of that flame like a radiating thing in my mind, the visual sensitivity. A drop of that kavarnu tharam. Actually, the poet could have made a little variation there. Instead of kavarna, that means again there is a little thiefness. The entity says, I will steal the thiefness. But the poet could be in a different level, much more high, in perceiving the truth. That is, from that feminine level, that pranayam can work fine when it is really secretive. Because all perceptions and mental readinesses were created in that dreamy land only. Swapnatin vadil padimel. So inside that Sapna Graham. So her love would be best expressed in that secrecy, in that clandestine ambience. This is true even in case of actual normal husbands and wives. Her love would be always at the subtle level. Whereas the butterflyness is the man's role always. Perhaps the man, once familiar with the wife, might be taking her for granted. That is something very important. Therefore, the poet is right. That's perfectly all right, but it could have been much more poetic and visualizingly for the dance designer, more suitable if the concept was punarnu tharam, by that punar, which is most of the time kind of an ultimate expression of pranayam. Just punaral, that's all. Nothing more than that, of course. So punarnu tharam could have been a better variation there. That's okay, but that's all normally present in most of the very good lyrics, of course. A great lot of songs, romantic songs are great in metaphors and other visuals and other symbols and elements and components. Here, okay, Swarnathali and all that is okay. That is alright. Now, yeah, that is again, it shows inevitably that linkage with the nature process. Nature is the ultimate thing. Romantic love is an expression of the nature process. Nobody can purchase it or get it trained from university or institution course and degrees and such bookish knowledge. It is a process of the universe. So naturally in any real romantic song or picturization there must be the element of nature. That oru kumbal paninir, most again normally present that most fragrant, most elegant and complete things I will provide you. That is that part of the lyric. Good. Yeah, that level of romantic, natural romantic pranayam cannot be done inside the concrete jungles of the modern times, at least in the Indian East Asian culture, I suppose, because that entity has evolved in a cultural holding environment. And in the West, I don't think there is any concept of pranayam at all. So I don't know much about that. In fact, this brilliant humming, it is really marvelous and it is very marvelously executed also by that gifted female singer. And the music director has done a wonder, I don't know, it is very surprising. It is that tone, that tonal quality and the tune and the musical rendering is sort of +3 sigma level powerful. Yeah, she is representing that organic, that universe, that earthly, that natural material aspect. So she is referring to that great lightning vibrations of the liver. And normally in Kerala culture, I suppose, Karala, knee and Karalalle, that's a very significant use of a significant part of the body, or Hrudayam. Karala and Hridayam, most of the time Karala is used to refer to deeper feelings and experiences. And actually speaking anatomically, it is very interesting to note that Karala is one of the largest internal organs of the human body, and Karala has a great range of functions in the body. At least about 50 plus unique functions, physiological, glandular and process and rasainic functions are coordinated completely by the governance of Karala, the liver. So naturally it is from the universe of the body. And of course Karala is commonly used in n number of Malayalam lyrics. And again I remember that I don't think in the West they ever use liver in the context of love. They of course talk about heart. Yeah. Again beautiful Ilavelil, that is definitely towards the evening, that beautiful twilight kind of an ambient lighting, and in that the male, the yang force is talking about the ultimate metaphor, butterfly and the flower. Of course in the West also often that flower versus butterfly linkage and its networks are often used to refer to the male energy approaching the feminine energy, and it shows the various properties and the engine functions working behind the male and the female also. And again the nature process, like that beautiful poetic imagination has brought in the element of nature. Alright, good. Oh, marvelous soul. It's again, of course, commonly present in most of the beautiful romantic Malayalam songs. Nee തൊട്ടുണർത്തുമ്പോൾ നക്ഷത്രമാവും ഞാൻ. When you touch and awaken me, I become a glittering star in the sky. What a marvelous evolution of perception. Brilliant. Of course, now the visuals are getting much closer to the boundaries of romantic love. That organic Platos would like to become more closely engaged at the zero orbit level from my linkage analysis perspective. It travels from the linkage orbit of 5 and 4 and then 2 to 1, the closer. I mean, the other side is the Western sexual aspect of it. Okay, that is not a part of romantic love as I have always specified. So that touching of that pranayam, that embrace and maybe even a kissing and feeling of the body, that's all. So that is now coming to the male's mind. So നീ ചേർന്ന് നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ എല്ലാം മറക്കും ഞാൻ. So everything will be forgotten because it becomes the pure experience. It is beyond words, it is beyond intelligence, it is just the functions of sensitivity and the proprioceptive world of the cell assemblies of the entity. This, of course, I have mentioned in some other videos also. I would say the climax, the pinnacle of poetic imagination in this lyric is actually there. So that padasaram, what is the kind of padasaram worn by the mind sitting? That I call the engines of intellect. Your attention to details, attention to the details of even the movements of a lock of hair on her head, the glimpses and gleams and the radiations in the eyes and the cheeks and the face and the movements and the dance of her body. So these are the engines of padasaram, which is worn by the mind sitting, and to that you let that male energy become countless impressions, of course.
നിനക്കെന്റെ മനസ്സിലെ മലരിട്ട വസന്തത്തിൽ മഴവില്ലു വേനഞ്ഞു തരാ.
Here is, of course, real poetic imagination is there. Again, there is that illusory aspect is brought in this whole experience of romantic love. Still, that illusory aspect is there, as that of the entire universe process actually. So, Maya Ponveil, that golden rays of the ambient light, and it is again a Maya, illusory. Oh, that is beautiful, and that is that winds and that twilight time. That so the male addressing the female as that illusory ambience and the twilight times of shift from the rational, logical, everything lighted world to the beautiful perceptions and intuitive levels of engines of feelings towards the minimum light conditions. Yeah, of course. For the female, it is very interesting. The male comes to the threshold, the vadilpadi. Swapnatin vadilpadi mel vannu vilichu nee enne. Swapnathinte vadilpadi, in the threshold of my dream, you have appeared or you come and calling me. That's very mysterious. Why? Yeah, of course it is in the external world. The internal world is still intact. But that world is a dreamy world. The feminine world is dreamy. They are still in the dreams. Only the masculine initiative enables him to come out of his dreams also. He is ready to act. He is ready to take initiatives to get out of the dream, and he is ready to be inspired about the dream and to express sarga, manifest the bhavas of that original swa. He is ready to go out. But the feminine force, the sleeping princess, is sleeping inside her dreamy palace. So he is coming and calling.
പാടുന്നു നീ